of it, this is gonna literally separate you from the masses, right? Because everybody else, they don't think that this stuff is like, if it's real. They don't know. They don't understand that a clear vision actually leads to results. Okay, so when we do these, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am, we already giving thanks for we're a place that we are not physically at, but we are there mentally already. We're already accepting it, right? Before you get anything in your life, you got to be able to accept it. If you can't see yourself somewhere, you're really not going to get there. So that's what I really wanted to talk about tonight, is the difference between your goal and your vision. So like I say, that goal is just that thing that you write down in hopes of, making it happen in 90 days, in 120 days, right? In a year. But a vision is something that you write down that you already can see, touch, feel, like you can smell the house. You can smell that car that you want. You can smell, even if it's amount of money, everybody know how that smells, right? So the vision makes it real. So you got to already have it in your mind, because at the end of the day, like, you can't expect to become, a millionaire if you're not even mentally prepared for it, if you're not ready for it. So at the same time, all of these different, things that Lamar was touching on as far as personal development and keeping your mind sharp, that's keys, right? Because that personal development is for when life throws that stuff at you that you might not be able to handle without that mental fortitude, without that mental toughness. So it's important for us to stay on point with our minds so that people can't corrupt it, so that people can't pollute it with the things that they want to put in it. And what I mean by that is those people who tell you that you can't do something or that it's not going to work, right? So it's important for us to have that personal development to keep us from going down that path and keep us from going down that. And when I say that path, I mean that path of sorrowness, where you feel like the world owes you something and life happens to you and not for you. So you got to be on point. You got to really be on point with all of this. You got to understand that you in control of your life, right? You in control of all of the things that you want to happen, good or bad. It's all up to you. But it's important for us to really understand that if I'm trying to change my life in a positive way, I got to be mentally tough, right? I got to be prepared for the shit that life throws at me. I got to be prepared for all of that. So when I'm saying, and Lamar's telling you, personal development is keys to your success, it's for real, it's serious, because you won't be able to get it no other way if you don't even, if you can't stick with it for the long term. If you're not looking at life over the next 90 days, 120 days, and those sort of spurts, and you can't keep, on track or focus on that specific goal for that long, then it's not even going to work for you. Remember the acronym for focus: follow one course until successful. So as long as you on that same course until you really get what you want, that's how you see the results. But if you go from this course and then you veer off and go over here and try to do this, of course nothing gonna work for you. Of course you're gonna think life happening to you and not for you, because you never gave nothing enough time to, fully develop. You never gave yourself enough time to fully develop. And I'm gonna tell you why. It comes down to that instant gratification. People want to be satisfied within that moment, right then and there. The thing about our visions and our goals, that's delayed gratification. Like, that's delayed. It's not gonna be right away. It's gonna take some time for that to actually occur, for you to actually see the results. Because what's happening is day by day, inch by inch, you getting closer. You're not gonna be able to see it, but at the end of the day, when you get to the end, you'll be like, oh, damn, that's why that happened. That's why that was important for me to do. That's why this happened. So therefore, it prepares you, right? Because I done stuck down this path for so long, for years, But at the end of the day, I haven't even reached the end yet. I see how things line up, right? I see how the things that I've been through, have prepared me for this moment and the moment to come, right? I've already I've already brought my mind to a level of multi-millionaire status. Like, I've already done all of that. I'm ready. Now it's at this point now, I'm really just allowing life to catch up with it. I'm allowing my circumstances to catch up with it, right? And it's important for us to really, understand that we put in a position, not always just to help ourselves, right? Somebody told me the fastest way to become a millionaire is help somebody else become a millionaire. And like, that's the keys, family. That's what it's about. Like, it's important for us to understand that we're creating an environment of people, that really have the same vision, have the same goals, and we all want the same things. So therefore, we're, and not only that, there's a blueprint for us to follow. People have already been in the positions that we're in and we're trying to get to. All we got to do is follow that blueprint. But see, a lot of time we get in our own way. And this is what I always tell people, look, your own mind got you where you are right now. Are you happy with it? If the answer is no, then it's time to start to create that new mind, develop that new mind. Create those new habits, those new routines that's going to get you to the level that you want to go to, so you don't have to worry about the here and now and what's, that's the reason why we do that vision, that early morning when we get on with Nano, we always do the visualization. One thing, the point of that is you visualizing what it is that you're wanting, right? You visualizing that. Now, when you open your eyes and your eyes don't show you all the shit that you wanted, that means we're not there yet. That's the reason to keep going. That's the whole point of the visualization. You took yourself there mentally, physically, everything, but when those eyes opened, it wasn't what you wanted. That means it's time to keep working. Because eventually you're going to close your eyes and it's going to be open them and you're going to be like, oh, we there. We done made it. Right? But then it's still going to be more levels. You're still going to be climbing. It's still going to be things that you want to accomplish, things that you want to do. So y'all got to understand that all of these different things that we telling y'all, we showing y'all, we've already been through, like, or not even having been through, we're going through, right? So you got to understand, you got to start taking massive action with urgency, like literally all out massive action with urgency. What you gonna wait for? What's the point of waiting? I'm gonna give y'all some game, right? Everything that you see was created 3 times, okay? This phone right here, this phone was first created in the mind, then he put it on paper, then it turned to this phone. 3 times. Where is the first place that phone got created? In the mind. Then they wrote it down, made it, put in on paper the blueprints to make it, because there got to be specs, right? That's the second time. The third time is when it's here. This is what you're doing. When we're doing these visualizations, when we're doing these different things, that's what it's for. That's the point. You're a creator. You creating the life that you want, lifestyle by design. You designing the life that you want. Right? It's not all about you making money. You're going to make money. As y'all can see, you in a position to do that. So just think how you elevate. You're going to always be able to make money. But it's also about developing you as an individual. Who do you want to become? What is your highest form of yourself? Right? That's what we're doing here. And so it's bigger than it's bigger than just one person. Like, this is group economics. This is a family. This is what we're doing, right? So that's the whole premise of like this whole conversation, is understanding that it's bigger than just you becoming a millionaire or you making money, right? This is about you understanding that you can create what you want. You can literally create this lifestyle. You can become who you want to become. So you got to make that decision of who is it. And once you know, it's time to take all out massive action. What that means is literally today, once you figure out what it is and who it is that you want to become, anything that is not conducive to your growth has got to go. Period. If it's not conducive to your growth, it has got to go. That's it. So like the saying go, you got to give up to go up. In order to give up or go up, you got to give up. So if, they're not saying that you can't get back what you want after you gave it up, or you can't give back what you gave up when you up there, but at the same time, you're not even gonna want it no more when you get there. So I mean, that goes for friends, that goes for habits, that goes for whatever. Like, you're not gonna want it no more when you get there. But the thing about it is, like, that's the test. Are you willing to give up this to go where you want to go? So if you feel like life happening to you, that means you ain't gave up to go up yet. Like, because life don't happen to you, it's gonna happen for you. A lot of y'all not clear enough though. Yes, y'all have goals, but do you have visions? Is it clear? Are you manifesting what you want? Are you manifesting the relationships, the partnerships, the whatever? Are you taking advantage of that? Are you taking advantage of this opportunity? Being connected with the people that you connected with. Like, are you actually, talking? Are you building relationships with people? Are you doing those things that's going to allow you to really have those results? Results ain't always just about money, right? Results don't always got to be about money. Do you have more of what it is that you want now that you're here, or less? That's the question. The answer should be yes, I have more. I'm growing, I'm building myself, I'm understanding more about life. I'm connected around people that want me to grow with them. Like, so understand that. It's important for us to like be in those stages of, like Lamar again said, the duplication. You have to be dependable in the beginning. There's 3 stages to leadership that I'm going to talk about real quick. Dependent, right? Independent, and then dependent on. I'm going to say that again. 3 stages of leadership. You're dependent when you're new, that you're learning. We're teaching you exactly how to move, the fundamentals of things, how to make money, how to talk to people, whatever. You're dependent. Next, you become independent. You know how to get on lives, you know how to tune in to Matty Pips, you know how to trade, you know how to talk to people, you know how to post. Then the final stage of leadership development, I should say, is dependent on. Who's dependent on you for their growth? That's the stage you guys want to get to. You want to get, some of y'all are at the independent stage, which now it's time to get to the dependent on stage. You want people to depend on you with their growth. Because what did I say? The fastest way to become a millionaire? Exactly. You got to help somebody else become a millionaire. So you want to be in a dependent on stage. You want people to depend on you in order for them to really understand and grow as well. Right? Because if not, you're going to encounter something called the law of the lid. This is it talks about it in that book Lamar talked about, the 4 agreements. The law of the lid pretty much is how high you can go. How high you can go alone. Why do you think there's a team in every professional sports? You know why? Because together, everyone achieves more. Together, everyone achieves more. Together. Every professional sport has a team. Every professional athlete has a coach. Every professional athlete has a playbook. Right? We run the what? Let's say that again. We run the what? The play. We run the play. System. Save yourself some time, energy, and money. There's a system for everything. Talking to people, phone work, networking. plugging people in to get results right away within their first 48 hours. Because guess what? We are a professional team. We are a team. This is the league. Like, haven't y'all figured that out yet? Our league is about money. We don't wear jerseys, right? We don't dribble basketballs, but it's still a play. It's still a team. There's still a coach, because every MVP, every most valuable player has those things within their, what? Within their circle. Because together, everyone achieves more. It's conducive to your growth. How are you going to grow if you're not even looking at it like that? If you're looking at it like we don't, oh no, they not. It's not about what you think it's about. This is just how it works. This is every professional sport and every professional anything has a team, has a playbook, right? This is not by coincidence. We call it our team. Y'all, we're a team. This is not by coincidence. We may not label power forwards, this, that, and third. We call them chairmen, right? But that's showing you exactly what's going on. It's showing you that if you really ready to go, there's 2 days that this business is important. I'm gonna be honest. 2 days that this business becomes important. It's the day that you start. That's the first day that this business is important. It's the day that you start, the very first day that you start, and then the first day that you decide to go all in. Those are the 2 most important days of this business. The day that you start and the day that you decide to go all in. Because you understand that, yeah, we're not dribbling a ball, but we want a ball though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really trying to get to these different levels. So understand that if you run the play, if you follow the system, if you work with the team, together we'll achieve more. Together, everyone achieves more. Everyone achieves more. That's how you gonna grow. Drop some fire emojis if y'all feel me. It should be a yes or yes, but drop some fire emojis if y'all feel me. That's the only way to grow, family. You got to understand and look at it like that. If you play sports in high school, or if you play sports at any point in your life, you understand what I'm saying. Now let's get even deeper. Today is about teamwork. Let's talk about practice, right? Like Iverson said, let's talk about practice. Practice. Now look, I'm gonna be honest. When you look at a team, the team, they even got literally, what do they have? They got energy. They work together to achieve that goal. They even have their own like little sayings and stuff. Like they even got their own little, like literally, like it's even little chants and stuff, right? Because they're a team. It's a bond that you build with your team. This is why I say this business is bigger than all of us. It's literally people over profits. For the simple fact that once you build that relationship and that bond with people, you really have a team. Because you create something that nobody can really understand, but everybody knows the word, and it's called chemistry. It's called chemistry. This is a scientific fact. When you create chemistry with an individual, like with a person who really like loves, likes, respects you, they will do anything for you, and you will do anything for them. How can you not win? How can you not win if you got somebody that will do anything for you and you will do anything for? Chemistry can't even be explained. Like, it's a scientific fact. Like, you can't really even explain this. Like, yes, some molecules are bubbling, like, and you have these emotions that go, like, you can't really explain it. But when you have that chemistry with a person, you know that what they're telling you is for your benefit. And you know that with them and together, we can win this. That's why you believe in your team. What team, this is what I want y'all to understand. What team go in the game thinking they about to lose? Nobody. Nobody. You wouldn't play the game. If you thought you was going to lose, you would not play the game. So what happens though? What happens? I'm going to tell you what happens. Picture this. Picture you have a team. Everybody is like, the chemistry is beautiful. Then you got that one person who's too cool. They don't want to do all the little lovey-dovey stuff. Oh, I love you, bro. Gratitude. Thank you. They don't want to do that. They too cool. What happens with that person? They never become a part of the real team. They don't think it's going to work because that one person, they think we're going to lose every game we go into. Meanwhile, the team over here, we loving it. We know we about to win. But that one person try to talk to this one person and telling them, man, look, I don't think we going, man, I don't believe that. You talking about manifestation. You always got that one person on the webinar, like that older person, or they ain't got to be older. They just look mad as hell. Like, what you on a webinar for then? Get off. What you mad for? Them the people that I'm talking about. Everybody, if you play sports, you know that person on that team that was just an A. Like he was no, or she was no good. Like you ain't even listen to what they said because everything was negative. Every game y'all went to, they always talk about how big everybody was. They knew the stats on everybody else, and they had no belief in the team. We don't want those people. We don't want those people. They don't even believe we can win the game. Honestly, some of us got to really sit back and think like, what other way do we have to make literally $1 million? Like this is no cap either. Y'all know that. Y'all seen the compensation plans. What other way do we have like to do that? So if people who have already been through the same steps, they literally have the same products we have and became millionaires, what made them win the championship? And we can't? Why can't we win the championship? You don't win the championship when you have that one person who just is too cool for school. You can't be cool and broke. I done tried to do it and it ain't work. I know everybody done tried to do it at some point, it don't work. You cannot be cool and broke. Oh, I'm too cool to be, doing a chairman scream. You too cool to chairman scream, what? I'm too cool to say I'm grateful for somebody. What? You know that in order for you to really get what you want, you have to be happy for people who got it before you. I'm going to say that again. Most people can't even celebrate another person's success if it's not their own. Like, what? That's why people, that's that literally that rat race mentality. Literally. Those people do not want to celebrate your success. Some of us got them on our friends list and our families, whatever. You can just tell them, look, man, look, I figured out a way that's going to change my life and I'm going to be a millionaire. Man, you ain't going to be nothing. They don't believe in you. Why would we? You don't want, come on, man. Nope. I'm spin move. No. That's the offensive party. That's who we go against. Like, that's what you got a team for. There's offense and defense. That's what your team for. Everybody who talk, when you tell them something, they like, oh, put them on the defensive side. They ain't on your team. They on the opposite side. We playing against them. They're not on your team. They don't get a jersey. No, because every game we go in, they'll be in your ear. They'll be in your ear. Man, that shit ain't gonna work, man. Man, that's a pyramid scheme. Man, that shit, man, y'all ain't making no money. Man, $20 in 3 minutes, man, that ain't no money. Meanwhile, the same person who's telling you that is going to work for $12 an hour. You told them you made $20 in 9 minutes and they said that wasn't no money. Think about that. They about to go to work and work $12 for 1 hour. Break that down. They're getting paid like 60 cents a minute, 55 cents a minute. You just made $20.09. Therefore, you made more money than them within their first hour of working. It's perspective, family. Why would they, oh, they ain't no money. Oh, I done heard all that. I done seen y'all post FX money in minutes, woo, 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 and I know the power of it. You know, the average person, they looking at that like, man, that ain't no money, and she happy. Meanwhile, he's about to go to work for $12 an hour. An hour. That's insulting. Literally, you're going to go to work, even if it's $20 an hour, family, you're going to go to work and literally, let's say you work hard as hell, and in 1 hour, you worked your ass off. In 1 hour, I say, here you go, $20. You're going to be happy? Maybe for the moment. You want to know why? It's going to spin back to my main point, that instant gratification. People want to be happy for the moment. They don't understand that you made more money than them. You made way more money than them. To them, they just think that that was okay. Let them keep thinking that. The power of compounding is more powerful than anything in this world. So if you've been already, you know, working with Matty Pierce, and you making money, watch it. Watch out the few months. Watch how heavy that account look. They ain't gonna know about it though, because you just was telling them, yeah, I made 130. I made $30 in 9 minutes. They don't know that that $30 is still there, and it just added another 30 to it. You just added another 30 to it. You just added another 30 to it, and another 30, and another 30. Think about that. Meanwhile, like I said, they gonna work their ass off for a whole hour minimum. They not 99%. I don't know what minimum wage is right now. I'm damn sure no, it ain't no $20. But let's just say it was half of this, $10. Let's say you just helped me move, and it only took you 1 hour to help me move. Y'all know how hard it is to move, right? And I gave you half of this. I gave you $10 for 1 hour of your work. But you'll go do it for the boss. But you'll go do it for him, right? But when it come down to you, or they'll go do it for him, I mean, but when it comes to you, it ain't no money. They not on our team, family. They don't know what we doing for real. Because to them, it's not no money. To us, we know, wait 6 months from now. When I show you this account again, you're gonna shit your, ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. On top of the residual that I'm getting off top of that too, man, you, boy, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Literally, we getting paid people's salaries in a month. In a month, 30 days. That sort of potential don't get you excited. You can't, what? Y'all better wake up. This is what this is about. It's perspective. It's understanding how powerful the moment is, but how powerful the future can be. But you got to first take advantage of the moment. If you're not even taking advantage of the current moment, how could you be getting ready for the future? They're not even taking advantage of the moment. Matter of fact, they are taking advantage of the moment, but only the moment. But only the moment. Because again, remember, yes, they'll take that $10 for an hour from the other guy. But when you just told them you made $20 in 9 minutes, it wasn't enough money for them. They said, come back when you making more money. You don't want to talk to them anyway. What you got to understand is Lamar telling y'all to post your profits, because a smart person and a person who is like you, they're going to see the potential of that. And they're going to say, wait, he said $20 in 9 minutes? How the fuck? It's going to resonate. Some people, they going to look at it like, man, he think he getting it, but they don't know that you've been doing that faithfully for the past 120 days. faithfully $9 or $20 in 9 minutes. And you doing it multiple times through the day. Even if it's $10, $5, you're doing that multiple times in a day. If let's say a person was getting paid $10, right? $10 an hour for 8 hours, $80. They make $80 a day. They wake up at 8:30 in the morning and they get paid $80 a day. And they okay with that, but they don't think what you're doing has potential. They don't think what you're doing is actually going to change your life. They're going to be surprised 6 months from now when you putting in your 2-week notice and you like, I'm straight. We ready. We turned over here. They're going to think you crazy. Man, you going to be bad. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Why? Why? That's what's going to happen. Your paradigm is going to switch in that way. You're going to get to that point where you realize that I can make so much more money and I'm going to make so much more money. I'm already making more money. You want to get out your job? What is your job paying you a day? That's what you got to make right now. You can fire your boss. Once you show yourself some consistency doing that, I swear to God, your level of awareness is going to change. You're going to be like, why the fuck was I doing that? Right? Show yourself some consistency for a few months. You're going to understand that you're making more money doing this than you are doing that. Some of y'all ain't even realized it yet. You haven't even put in perspective how much money you need to make a day based off of what it is that you're already doing. How much money are you making a day, right? That's how you replace your income. By whatever it is that you making a day at your job or you living off whatever, that's what you need to make off of this shit. And you know how you do it? Using your mind. Understanding, okay, if I need to make $80, and let's say you get paid, let's say if it's $20 a day, you need to make $160, whatever. It's about perspective. It's about you breaking that down into manageable pieces. So what that means is, okay, I got to generally make $20 off of this session or whatever, and another 20 on another, whatever. You map it out. So understand that that's how you do this. Don't just do this to do this, because you'll never get it. You'll never understand what you're holding in your hand. You won't understand what you're holding in your hand until you understand that, okay, I make X, Y, and Z every day at this job. I need to make X, Y, and Z from this, and you replace your income. Show yourself some consistency first, right? Show yourself some consistency first, and you'll see. You'll see. But family, like, that's what I want y'all to do now. I want y'all to understand that it's just time right now. Like, it's just time. Like, the only thing that's keeping you from your goals right now and your visions and manifestation is time. Without time, life would be like a picture, but with it is like a movie. So therefore, understand that there's going to take, different events to take you to that point. Understand it's constant, but be in a point of where you're always putting yourself in a position to where the things that you're intaking are conducive to your growth. The things that you're listening to are conducive to your growth. The people you're talking to are conducive to your growth. You don't want takers. You don't want a person that's just taking from you. You don't want to be around a person that's just literally draining you in hopes of you just to quit and lay down and take it. I refuse to be a victim. I know y'all do too, because you wouldn't be here. I refuse to just lay down and just take it. Life just do whatever to me. No, hell no. Ain't no way I'm letting that happen. No. Like I remember somebody got to tell me why I ain't got it. That's what that's the saying. Like you got to tell me why I ain't got it. Like if I'm doing all, you got to tell me why, then. If I'm going to That's what I mean. Like, you got to be on point with like that, to where you know you're doing what you got to do, to you gonna see those results. Those results are gonna come. And if they don't, somebody got to tell you why. You got to know why. Because everything that we done did is lined up to our growth. So therefore, if it don't surmount to what it's supposed to be, you got to let me know why. And I'm not saying it in a way that, you know, I'm putting blame on something. I'm saying it in a way so I can make it happen then. If you tell me it didn't happen because of this, or it's supposed to happen because of that, and I didn't do this or that, well, then I'm going to do it then. And it's going to happen then. And if that's not the case, then you got to tell me why. I got to know why. You got to make it make sense to me. Like that's how you got to feel about shit. Like, it's got to be that real to you. Because if it ain't that real to you by this point, you done put all your energy into it already. You already pour so much into it, and you gonna walk away now? Is you crazy? It's not the time for that. Now is the time to double down on everything and triple and quadruple everything. Because you dang sure, if I'm putting all this time, money, energy into myself, and you think I'm about to let me down, you out your mind. That's how you got to be feeling. Like, I'm putting energy in me. You don't believe in you, what? You think about it. You must not believe in yourself enough if you don't think that you can make this happen. Like, who are you? Are you in the huddle when we conversing? Or are you back there on the sidelines, overhearing the conversation, but never really being a part of it? It's a lot of energy over here if you just come. I'm telling you, literally, like, that's what Lamar was talking about, being submissive to information and to the information, because once you in the huddle, we run into play. We telling you to play by play. Look, you're going to expect this to happen. He's going to tell you no. She's going to tell you yes. He may say no. He's a leader. She's not. He is. She won't. He will. Some won't. Some will. Who cares? That's what we saying in the huddle. So all of that, you know, oh, I don't want to build. I don't want to talk to nobody. You don't have to. Eventually, you're going to have to, though. Eventually, you're going to get to a point to where, remember, that dependent on stage. You have to get to that point to where people are dependent on you, because you're trying to make millionaires so you can become a millionaire. That's the trick. You can't do it any other way. There is no other way to do this. Why do you think Lamar and myself, we calling y'all, we talking to y'all, is everything cool? We servants, we damn near servants to each other. So all of us, you have to do that for the simple fact that this is what's going to allow you to propel to the next level. If I thought I knew everything, I would be stuck. I would be stuck. If I couldn't listen to advice, constructive criticism, whatever, I would be stuck. That's what happens to people. People get in their own way. You'll get in your own way. That huddle is important. The huddle is where all the game is happening. This is where all the game is at. Like, period. That's where it's happening. This is where the conversations about success are happening. This is where all of the problem solving is happening. This is where the most money is being made. It's when you try to do things on your own is when it's all, man, this don't work. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. You're not in the huddle. You're not in the huddle. You on your own thing. You literally try. Think about this. How do you play football or let's say, how do you have a football game with one player? What, you gonna be the quarterback, the running back, the wide receiver? How do you have a football, or how do you have a basketball game with one player? It's impossible. It's impossible. So when you see like even little stuff like this, these little Zooms and HFX assistant groups, like those different things, like get in the huddle, see what they talking about. I'm not saying, you know, of course, if life is going, if you in driving or something, like whatever the case may be, you distracted to where you need your focus on that for that moment. But if you sitting down watching Netflix and you see something pop, man, jump on this. Remember, you want to stay in the huddle. How you gonna know if the building is on fire? How would you know if the building on fire if you ain't in the Zoom? You watching TV. So it's important for you to stay close to the fire. You want to stay close to it. You want to understand that when we in the huddles and we doing chairman screams, whatever, you do it too. That's energy. Thing about energy is people is either your energy is going down to their level or you're bringing a person's energy up to yours. It's that simple. It's that simple, family. So these little things we're doing, it's important. It's important. But I hope y'all got some game tonight. I hope y'all really take this and like really run it. Like run with it. I prepared you for everything on this call. I prepared you for the people who are going to tell you it's not going to work. They're going to tell you it's a scam. They're going to tell you it's this, it's that. It's about perspective. This same person is willing to go work for 1 hour for $10, even if it's $20. Think about that. And like I said, the broader picture of it. If I asked you to come help me move and it only took you 1 hour to help me move, you know how hard it is to move, and I hand you $10, you're going to be mad. Or I hand you whatever it is that you make at your job, you will be mad. You will be mad. Period. That's the perspective that you got to understand. That's what that person who's going to tell you that this is not going to work, that's the situation he's in, though, or she's in. They're in that situation telling you this is not going to work. What? You're telling me this not going to work. You want me to fall back, do what I'm always been doing to get what I've always had. I can't even try nothing new because you automatically telling me this. I'm supposed to just be like, yeah, you right, and falling. Like, no, what the, no, you got your own mind. It's time to start living for you. It's time to start listening to literally the people that have what you want. If Susie or your sister or your cousin, your brother, your mama, your uncle, your whatever doesn't have what you want, you shouldn't be taking advice from them. Literally. If you're not bringing value, you're taking value. How do you value devalues value all day? So that's what they're going to do anyway. They're going to devalue what it is that you're worth anyway. Why not take a chance on yourself? Why not actually get in the game now and think that you're going to win? Have the nerve to think that you can win. Because that's what it's going to take. It's going to take nerve. But you want people to just keep on telling you what to do anyway? That's all that your life going to end up doing. That's all that's going to happen. Like you can walk away at any time. Like I'm always love y'all. I'm gonna still have the same respect. But you got to understand that you about to, literally you about to accept somebody telling you what to do for the rest of your life. When you can go home, when you got to show up, when you eat. Like what? I'm not having that. I'm not having that. I got to ask you to take a vacation. I got to ask you to take a vacation? Bruh, I'm not having that. No, no, no. I will not be put in that position. I will not. No, family. Don't let them box you in. They call them a dead-end job for a reason. And I'm nothing against jobs, especially if it feed my family and your families and all families like all around the world. So I know the values of jobs. Don't get me wrong. I'm not degrading nobody who works. Like, I've been blessed not to have to do that, but I'm not degrading nobody who works. I'm just saying, don't work to just work. Like, why? Like, continue to work, but work on yourself too, because eventually yourself is what's going to bring you out of the work. That's what happens. You have to bring, you are going to bring yourself, you're like a phoenix. You're going to rise from that shit eventually, but you got to be like chiseling away. You're a sculpture, like you're chiseling away the stuff that you don't want a part of your life. You're becoming the person you want to be, and he or she is what's going to bring you up out of there eventually, because you're going to realize what I'm saying for yourself. That perspective is really going to open up for you. But when your perspective open up, so does the opportunity. I'm going to say that again. When you open your perspective, so will the opportunity. It's going to open up dramatically. There's so many different components, like small things, that just the fact that you have this tunnel vision and this is like literally on your side view, reason why you don't see those small things is literally, and that's right in front of you. That it's going to change your life. That small thing that you've been doing already every day since you've been in this is what's going to change your life. That little thing that you gave up because of, you know, something, some conversation we had, or something you heard, or something that resonated with you, that's what's going to change your life. It's that little bitty thing. That little thing that you, the last little thing that you know, that's like the last chisel of your sculpture that you just holding on to, like, that's what's going to change your life. That same day. Like, but you got to let it go. Like, it's whatever it is. Like, I don't know. It can be a thought. It can be an idea. It can be you holding on to some problem or issue, somebody, whatever. But that's all it be. Like, it'd be that little thing. And it'd be like that monkey on your back, that dead weight. Dead weight is dead weight for a reason. Don't keep carrying it around with you. You're a new person. That person that they used to know and they used to be able to say and do whatever with is no longer, he's dead, she's dead. They're not coming back. They are gone. They are completely out of this world. You will never see them again. That's what our family do. That's what we do. Like currency gods, currency goddesses, like, remember, God, G-O-D, just means greatness on display. You're shedding that old you. It's over with. That person knew that person, whoever it is, whatever it is, they knew the old you. That's not you no more. And what's gonna happen is people ain't gonna be able to accept it. They're gonna keep on looking at you for who you used to be, who they're used to you being. Is why you call it a used to be. They are used to you being a certain way. They're used to you being this certain way. They didn't grow with you. Because the whole time you was growing, they was thinking it was bull. They was thinking ignoring it, right? They was just thinking it was another thing that you was picking up and about to put down soon, not realizing that this was that thing you was looking for. That this was that thing that was going to change your life this time. You got to start believing in you. I know we kind of went off, you know, a little longer, but family, I was feeling it tonight. I really just I had a lot on my mind and on my chest, and I wanted to share and show y'all, like, so that you can grow, so that you can really allow yourself to be yourself. Like, you don't have to be nobody that these people want you to be. You for a reason. So I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this last thing, and I want this to be something that you always think about. You're not gonna be able to see the beauty in the painting when you're in it. It just works that way. You can't see the beauty of the painting. You're in it. You are the painting. You are it. They won't understand. They're not gonna understand until they step back and they see how the question is gonna be, How did you do that? It seemed like just yesterday you was this person, but now it's just like you just became like, I don't know, it's just something different. That's the whole process of growing. You elevating. They wasn't. You was growing. They was stuck. I don't want y'all to be stuck no more. Let this be your wake-up call. Let this be the first day that you are aware that you are actually living. Let this be the first day that you are aware that life was not happening to you, it was happening for you. Let this be the first day of your new life. Let this be the first day of you breaking those generational curses, those generational even habits. Let this be the last day and the first day of a new you, a new life, a new everything. Because this year we need more, more, more. We need more money, more peace, more energy, more prosperity, more love, and more understanding, family. So I love all you guys. I appreciate y'all time. More importantly, I appreciate y'all for being y'all. Don't stop being y'all. Don't let nobody change, your mind on what it is that you want. You already made your mind up. They didn't give you the vision, so don't let them take it, family. Don't let them take the vision from you. I love you guys, and I'll be in a group for you all if y'all need me. And it's all love, family.